There's... Alright. Welcome to the third stream of Shadowrun Returns. That's it. Yeah. We have lead, a bloodstained. You need to get analyzed. Hope you're having a great Canadian Thanksgiving wherever you are. That's right. We Canadians have our Thanksgiving in October. Gathered around the intimate back bar, Miss Kabuta and her coterie gather for breakfast, laid herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausages filled the room. Can I get on that? What's in the sausages, you may ask? Is it people? It's not people, is it? Like some... She stops. Forgive me, old man. You look like hell. Dad, you'd like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage? All night. She go over, noticing the signs of your nocturnal activity. She nods. Any run you can walk away is a good run. So I've been told. I can tell you've been busy, and I can see by the look on your face there's something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Could be. I don't know until I get something analyzed. I understand I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. Someone down there should be able to help you if they're awake. It is likely you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. May I take a sausage? Take this whole plate. Nom nom. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper, the Matrix, cybernetic analog of the inside the grid, the worldwide computer network, a digital world, information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body's left behind. All around your avatar are pathways with nodes filled with data, IC counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has many dangers as the meat world and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and a black IC that can fry a Decker's brain. Every moment you make in the Matrix can be tracked. If you aren't careful, get dump shocked out and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy Decker and you can die. Just like in real life. Morning, like you've been up all night. Hope you've been seeing some action too. Where's the castle? Asleep, I assume. You need a medkit or something? You need someone to analyze the DNA sample. The castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. He considers for a minute. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode the DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. He brightens. I just read a journal about why the information's still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity. Ah, that's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. That's where I come in, David. If you can track down that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via a matrix run. Will do. We have the DNA you want me to test. Sidewinder, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack you in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Thanks, guys. If this work, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No dreck, says Johnny, excited. Wake up, Johnny boy. We've got work to do. And Sidewinder, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I'll just get a second minute. Meet you at my rig, Sidewinder. Karma. I nailed at least 4 and charisma to get new etiquette options and conversations. Do I hold on to my points for now, do you think? Oh, that's what I'll do. Man, grass. Hoping to get some peace and noise. You got something for me? A flight recorder. I happen to be an Ares flight rider with it. Some very powerful buyers looking at it right now. I can get rid of it for you, say 20%. That leaves 2,000 for you. Do you say so? Pleasure doing business. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should share the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Good Professor, what's the plan? We hit the Lone Star database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into the private grid easily, but I've got to warn you, once we're in, it could be a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? I'm a street samurai, man. No experience. I have a trod net here. It's a headband you wear that you piggyback me in the Matrix. You'll see and hear everything I do. Okay. Your synapses light up as you connect your consciousness and digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. Large node take us to the next node. Zap. That is stored as to my intrusion countermeasures. There'd be a profit with that one. What I'll do... a cheeky save. What? Zap. On a related note, the movie Tron just bombed. Tron Ares, that is. It's down and save the match for the thing. Back DNA database. In a match of Kate Emerson match. Rest records database. Subject Silas Forsberg. Deceased. Profession shop surgical assistant. Breaking and entering 2 counts. Indecency 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. Match to a dead man? Let's keep looking. Autopsy records. You shank. Two more hits for the name, eh? Act autopsy records. Silas Forsberg. No, subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in the system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity cannot be confirmed immediately due to the disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. This just keeps getting weirder. You said it. There's another arch back there, wasn't there? Make ourselves a special friend. Because the best friends are the ones you make. %91 chance to hit. You missed. You absolute fucking donkey. Tire bomb. He cannot move. He has been tarred and feathered. Newsnet Archive. 1. Returned subject Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgeon assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted the authorities. Lone Star representative have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death had been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body from mass puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin cannot be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located well-written weeks prior, leaving all his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Another sad end to a life, as is far too common here in the sprawl. Now that might be something we can go on. Let's group meat space for a bit. Yes, meat space. That's what we call that. I don't think he can come with us, Kenny. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man, whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to his psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find his doctor. You in? How's it, man? Well, you cannot harm me. Searching medical records. Silas Forsberg. Located. 2020-2030. Pediatric records. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently, with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the apparent physiology, we're saying there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. And then... data missing or corrupted. Contact your administrator for help. Well, that's suspicious. And most recent. The file is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant, written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, I believe. But being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicked speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at his next session. Got a name now, Dr. Holmes. Let's keep going, find out where he works. Watch out, the Black Icy could fire brains and kill us. Where's your sense of adventure? Womp womp. Up our hit chance. Say, easy peasy. Employment records located. Henry Holmes, PhD. Employment status. Employment status. Holds position of Chief Psychiatrist Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS. Previous employers. Previously, psychiatrist in residence, Mercy Mental Hospital. Before that, attending psychiatrist at Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish. And before that, a private practice. Bingo! Back to meat space again. Reality is at the end of the day contextual, and as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers in your meat body, demands food and drink, you disconnect from your deck to find that Union's safe house has risen. Risen, eh? Doctor. That's all you need. The good doctor is exhausted, or crumpled, scrubbed, or stained with a mix of blood and other fluids too colorful to be naturally occurring in the human body. Her eyes are those of a person who has both substantial sleep debt, has no idea when or how to begin paying it off. I don't want to talk, but you look like Drek. I think there isn't much I can do for that. Basil calls forth a spirit normally seen perched on her shoulder, appears from the other, out of the ether. The doctor immediately seems less fatigued than she was a moment before. What can I do for you? Are you alright here, Doc? At the Union, yes, I'm fine, just getting back to myself. Days here tend to be slow, so I volunteered at a medical center on the other side of Touristville, and I had a rough shift. What happened? What always happens? Some run or some deal, some meet south. One thing leads to another, etc., etc. I didn't hear all the details. All I really know is what came in on the lips of victims healthy enough to still speak. Apparently, one of the Baron's gangs incurred the wrath of local CO pull rings, leading to a rolling shootout through city streets. Several bystanders were injured. But the real mess didn't begin until the party crashed into the yard of an old industrial plant on Union Hill Road. They woke some sort of toxic spirit, which then began running amok, causing easily as much damage as the initial battle. And we were left to pick up the pieces, of course, but enough about my troubles. Let's hear yours. Tell me what else you. Cool story, bro. Oh, the cyber leg. bone lacing. +1 body. We'll just only have like one implant at a time, eh? That is 1.5 essence cost. This other stuff is like. Why are reflexes with reflex trigger? So is it like a, it's not a passive ability? Decisions, eh? Seriously. I'll sleep on it. Like one of these goons. Watching my stories. What am I supposed to do? Look at all that karma. What do I go? No, why are you doing that? Kind of reminds me of like Mass Effect's stat system. Probably where they get it from, actually. There for now. Cockroach on my eggs. That's protein. Yeah, that's the protein boost, exactly. Johnny Fry, eh? Still sleeping in there, is he? I mean, David 5. Dave looks almost tired as you do. You can tell that his face has gotten under skin like it has yours. And there. Found an exact match for DNA, but it linked to a dead chop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now I have my theories. What do you think is going on here, Sidewinder? This is one's a killer. I guess that's still a possibility. You seem pretty sure when I got here that did. What was Silas' autopsy report, though? Anything stand out? Face is so mangled that they had to use dynamics to identify him. Said the coroner still thought he had ripped his own face off. That is quite graphic, yes. Coroner really phoned it in on that one. Happens way too often when there's no next of kin willing to foot the bills for a thorough autopsy. I definitely don't think that report told the whole story. They matched the identity by the dental records, right? Not the most reliable. It matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street and no one will miss. Swap the teeth. Throw the heat off your trail for a while. Lucky I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something link him to different crime? Get approved for unlicensed plastic surgery. True. Would look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together now. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes. Employment records had him as the administrator at Mercy Mental. And the picture on this file matches the person you saw downtown, the same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. Go find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Just pay him my respects. I always find that high caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I side-loaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. See you later. Hey there, Delilah. I love those. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to hold out for better stuff, but just keep my old eyeballs on ice just in case I need them, okay? What do I care about magic? Runners again, every guide. Street service only. Why, yes I am. And it works for free? Awesome. I would definitely like a deck here, but 4 decks worked out pretty well last time, didn't they? Danger is not the strike is the end result. The will is what kills. Best way to fight is to use your confidence against them. The katana? The machete. Feels like different spells, doesn't it? Haven't done a mage yet, have we? On the rocks is the rigger we took last time, wasn't it? Smoker and Dover. No, that looks pretty solid, doesn't it? The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Snohomish. Drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts, top a damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around the building are long gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up the hospital steps and confront Sam Watts' killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. I'll give you both my grenades since I'm such a cool guy. Welcome, sir. What business brings you to Mercy Mental Hospital? Mercy Holmes, Dr. Holmes. Ah, no customer. Please wait in the common room ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. You do that. Hey, what's in the cafeteria? automated medication dispenser. It doesn't recognize use and nothing happens. Aww. Hello, Lorraine. Hey, how you seeing, Josie? I don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him in days. Dr. Phillip told me not to worry about it. He says I worry too much. But who am I supposed to play chess with? Donnie over there can't suss more than match 4. This sounds like quite a guy. What's he look like? Well, he's big and he's got a big gold ring. The doctors let him keep it when he got here. Sometimes he lords it over us, but I'm sure if I had a ring like that, I would do the same. Says he won it playing for the Screamers in Super Brawl years back. Urban Brawl, huh? It's a rough profession. It's rough for Josie. He says he went whole seasons without any injuries. He was usually playing outright with though. Well, you at least tell me look for him. I have this key I swiped off the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. We could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. He might just be in a cool off room and they won't tell me. See if I can find him. Something, no promises. Okay, I'll be right here for you. Clock stop, probably displaying time from 40 years ago. Right, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. Donnie. Hello, stranger. You look new here. You new here? Look at Dr. Holmes. So he's blanches. I don't think you really want that, not really. What's that supposed to mean? Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. You stay quiet, life is much easier, much easier. Okay. Jack in there. You're gonna start to open fire at me. I go this way to the infirmary. Stench of blood and mold gets ever stronger as you move closer to the infirmary. The severed arm doesn't really bode well. Severed arm lies next to the zip body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. Its owner is probably the occupant of the bag. I'll take your ring. Slip heavy ring off the cold finger and feel its weight in your hands. Inside the engraving it reads, Screamers, 2048. Bah bah bah. Find an unlabeled private disc. You have no way of playing it back to the disc at this time. Surgical card is strewn with gruesome tools, motorized saws, and metal vices. Patient information for Josiah C. Dawson's open on cyber terminal. Read medical history. Patient retired, no allergies on alprazolam and ribexictine. Reason for stay, post-traumatic stress disorder. Status deceased. Attached notes. Patient has undocumented cyber in left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some custom requests. Neat. Did you see anything? I'm not sure how to put this. What? Tell me, did he get released? Is he corpsicle? Playing the Super Bowl in the sky? You have learned the ring. You should have this. Me and he? Oh god. Well, thanks for your help. The noise of a scratchy PA system blasts through the room. Attention, Sidewinder, please report to the North Hall to meet with the Administrator. Oh, I'll report there, alright. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. As you approach the window, he locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Good day, how can I help you? Holmes or Silas, whatever you call yourself at the moment. Dr. Holmes, I presume you're a hard man to reach, especially considering you're dead. Sorry, who's dead? He's generally confused, but can't seem to drop a smile from his lips. It's a good rocket you had going here, but you get sloppy with the kills, now the Ripper's trail leads right to your door. Shall I see is the one you have left in your own wake. In fact, I believe the Ripper may be standing right in front of me. Guards! Light him up, Shannon. Item of some sort was picked up. They're not going to tell me what, though. Well done. The nearby intercom speaker crackles to life. The voice of Dr. Holmes begins to blare from it. Attention all personnel, we have a dangerous patient loose inside the facility. The subject is a male orc, but may be coordinating with other violent offenders. Use all necessary force. I'm crazy like a fox. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you see the inside is every bit as bad as the outside. Gone is any attempt to uphold sanitary hospital aesthetics. With peeling paint, cracked floors, and exposed conduit, the pretense of mental care shattered. In this modern era, Mercy Mental Hospital is a throwback to the barbaric asylums of old, prisons and torture chambers rather than places of healing. It's clear that Dr. Holmes is spending his money on something other than this facility. You continue on, Holmes can only run so far. Open the cells, they'll kill us all. Yes. Position. You just simmer down, mister. The intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Holmes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, do you? This is a place for broken things, but only by further breaking them can they be remade, and so we must break you, he says in his best Ivan Drago voice. No, but two violent patients, oh boy. No. Ow! How rude. Is that like this for an ambush? There's nothing actually back there, is there? Who gave you a gun, Missy? What? Not on my side? I wasn't expecting that. I don't like the cut of your jib, I must say. An ex-surgeon. Oh. A shotgun surgeon, apparently. Right, go there. No LOS. Womp womp. Wasted. Surgical card contains a gate key. The smell of rotting flesh is immense. Remains appear to be from multiple meta-humans. Labeled Tribute Disc in the second drawer. Okay, it's glad I took a second look. From another intercom, Dr. Holmes continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so I could put myself back together again, and I did, but only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderfully twisted thoughts must churn in a mind such as yours. I am more inclined to use you for parts. They always want me for my body. Hello? Say that the next time. Oh, he's not trying to kill us. He's going after someone else, is he? Is that good or is that bad? Not out here. Look, there's a guy right there you're supposed to go after. Oh yeah, like the guard's gonna have a grenade, really. Hey, load while I get a chance. By all means, come. You've proven yourself a truly fine specimen. I think we can make 100 uses from such as you. Hear that, guy? We're in the Cool Kids Club. It's a collection of missing personal diaries and the details are missing. Okay, let's do it. What are we doing? Got some cutout chips last week, tried them out with impatience and violent flashbacks, hoping it would at least mellow them out some. It's like night and day. Once the chip was installed, all their psychotic brain triggers were blocked. Miss Yuskin had gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. Number 3. In today's interview, Miss Yuskin told me she hated her legs, said they were stumpy and unattractive. I haven't done the transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least her cutout can block out surgery and painful recovery process. I put in an order to the organ grinder to send me anything leggy. Maybe I'll get some elf legs and see how she likes them. 56. I was walking to the organ grinders downtown and there was some kind of event happening at Mega Media. They had a puppet there from Maria Mercurial's label with a Persona Fix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hog some SimSense re-release of Mercurial live show, but it gave me an idea. The cutouts of the body modifications and my healthy supply of patience. I'm perfectly set up to be a Banraku fixer if I can find a supplier for a Persona Fix chips. I can sell full-service Banraku, even program the behavior trees. Number 8. Found a buyer for the first Banraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left is to arrange delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I'll accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are already over anyway. At least they could do is line my pockets. How's it going, Ember Fall? Before you is a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead. Any that aren't must wish they were. You have chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. Having a beer and hanging around? Sounds like fun. Yeah, I just had a dinner at my aunt's house for Thanksgiving. Should I heal him, I wonder? Probably should. Yeah, it was a good time. It's always nice to spend time with family, you know? How do you heal? There it is. Now. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence, but this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. Persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. Which long are you gonna hide, Doc? Hide? Nothing of the sort. Simply an observation, and what I have next in store should prove most illuminating. Pietzel, subdue them. Hey, go back. No. You did not just miss that. Tisk tisk. Very disappointed. I remember they can actually mess with grenades, as stupid as that is. No. Very nice. There goes the mage. Let's slow down Pietzel here. Five damage. Got my Rega there, all nice. Dude, seriously? This game showed on my Steam page, so it was interesting, so I looked it up here and seen you playing it. Yeah, I got this game a long time ago. I played it back in 2014. I never finished it. I just did a video for my channel about Shadowrun. So I figured to give it a try. You leave Petzo alone, he's doing his best. I know you, but you don't know me. Is that a fact? Like, that's not what it was. Seriously, dude? Oh, wow. Point blank range, the guy's the size of a tower, and she missed. You worked with me a long while ago, did you? Did you have me on Facebook or something? No, I was sight. Wasn't that just jolly? At Maple Leaf Homes, eh? Yeah, those were some memories, weren't they? If you're starting with movement, movement isn't the same thing as AP, I guess. Very nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I remember you. What's going on here? Get this guy's last words out. Right, you were the guy that made the sex noises, wasn't it? Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast, but something keeps a shriveled husk of his soul stuck in the mortal coil for a few moments more. The place of broken things, I remake them. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards a workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. 1 action points. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. He goes, oh, yeah, oh. You remember. Then, with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. Alright, folks, he's dead. We can all go home. Game over, right? Hey, I got asked, did Little Graham have any of the big freakouts after I left? Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between corner slab, medieval torture device. It is decorated in many colors of death and littered with instruments of the trade. To one side there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a Prosec, its small screen glowing. Beneath the bench is a rolled sheaf of papers held close with tied, length surgical tubing. He took a bad one and got fired. It was bound to happen, wasn't it? Investigate the workspace. The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At his table, almost likely dismembered bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests that it has been used relatively recently. Skim the journal. Leafing through the pages, you find a few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of disinterment order from a local cemetery, with the grave occupants marked as Melinda Watts. Ooh, that's the mother of Sam, isn't it? Same with the old sheet of paper. Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form, rendered to be an impressive level of detail. It appears to be a blueprint for making Holmes' very own monster, his own Frankenstein, if you will. That's what the body parts are for, probably. Says Pocket Secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting him access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists organs beside the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watts' name in the entry for liver. Also on the list are Ripper's other known victims, while several others who may have shared the same fate. Large sum of Nuyen, which can easily be transferred to your account. 4,500? Wow. He got mad because he thought he was supposed to be paid for a day off. Clearly stated the work email wasn't paid off, so he wrote a nasty email to HR. Yeah, he get pretty violent. He threatened to hit people and everything. Called the office over it and freaked out at them. Story of Little Graham was over. Okay. Things to do in Calgary is here, eh? YOLO! His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice trips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Hello there, did you come to play? Mark get fired? Geez, they're really cleaning house there, aren't they? Are you okay? How long have you been here? Of course we're okay, we're ready for a little party. You want to have a little play party with me? By your name? She's assembled in standard config face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. Needs some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. Sound effects, chip wiper. Face Holmes. Is that why they fired him? Because he applied for a different job? Face Holmes programming. Eyes focus and his hand raises slowly to touch his head wound. His fingers come away, wet and sticky. Panic twitches the corner of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down to his own body, which is no longer his. Sweet Jesus, what did he do? What am I? He begins weeping, his body racked in great inconsiderable heaving sobs. They were tired of Mark's abusive crap? Weren't we all? We had to put up with him. I thought he'd get along well with the bosses, though. I thought he'd just hard on us. As you approach the exit, you realize Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she half-turned, looking pensively toward the horror show of Holmes' lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow that cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together, but now, here our paths must divide. Cheer yours out with what's coming. I'm sure you use your help. What I must do next. Distant cry of pain echoes down somewhere above, and the young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There's still more work to be done for both of us, but what's to be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest, but there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle for peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But spirits have something else in store for you, a different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. Suppose I can respect that. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer moves swift justice, and justice, the only sort. Such a man as Holmes deserved death. I will now set to the task of healing those who is left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. Spirits of departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become like we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. What about the Lone Star? It can't be far behind. When they enter the room back there, they will have no thoughts other than the thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with other victims, but so too will I. It will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seem capable of making it true. Good luck to you, Sidewinder. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend I found for my brother. Appreciate that. Good luck to you. That, what's his name? Tony, the supervisor, he get fired for yelling at some girl, I heard. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left at Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star Squad cars pass, showing the road, sirens blaring, no doubt response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes, the Emerald City Ripper, the man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns to Redmond Way, cruising past the now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses Union, in all its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. Union is quiet this afternoon. The salarymen and wage slaves haven't migrated from nearby offices and suburbs to dabble in the exotic yet. Nice big chunk of karma to spend. Oh, okay, so you still work there. Johnny Clean. I was talking with Cherry Bomb and Miss Kabuto when you walked up. We were just talking about you, Sidewinder. City Ripper, ironically, you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us you were going, oh May. We have been waiting for you to return. Really? I see Mindy was easier to get along with, wasn't she? You're interested. Of course you're interested. But you have your own reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. Bull Sprawl has been shaken with these killings as well, the randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next or what the killer might take from them. I admit the killings have hampered business as well. I'm sorry, but it is true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omei, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? Person responsible? No. The killer? Yes. I don't understand. Are you saying the killer wasn't responsible for his own actions? It's more complicated than I suspected. It is. The head of the asylum was killing specific people to harvest body parts. All of his transplanted organs came from the same donor, Melinda Watt, Sam's mother. It looked like he was putting her back together. You're silent as the news sinks in. That's what you get for having a girl boss. So Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother. Then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother? Looks like it. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I'm told there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and the reinterment when I met her here. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it? Hang on, I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was a corpse as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It's clear that you must go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watts, Sidewinder. I was said, Miss Kabuta. Of course you were. Thank you for allowing us to catch up. Kabuta raises her hand and conversation stops. Wait, before you go, there's one thing you did not tell us, Sidewinder. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? Well, he isn't in heaven, I'm sure of that. Not satisfaction. Hi, that is good. It's not your problem. I guess not. That's I don't know. Good to be back, Miss Chloe. What's the latest news? I should be asking you. Here's that you were closing on the Ripper when you last left. Did I ask how that went? Won't be a problem anymore. Oh, that means what do you think it means? And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed, and you still survey the room like a man who has yet to return from war. This is no visit. Been some complications. Big guy size. I was hoping this would soon be behind us. The Barons has a short memory, but for wounds such as these, I'll make an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear for how it may forever change the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake, and that only serves to destabilize the semblance of order there was, paving the way for megacorps to make land grabs and push for sinless further to the fringes where the dangers are greatest. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. Good thing Unions get you then. We've got each other. Take care, Sidewinder. Also, I want to know, was it possible to get a nicer shotgun here, I wonder? Also, shotgun bolt assembled nearly range. It lovingly massages each piece with a micro rubber cloth covering some gun oil or polish. Whatever stuff is, it leaves the piece shining, brilliant, finish as hell. It's a new hotness that comes with dealing damage, Buster. Two schools a lot of the matter. Smart guns and such, but they make more accurate. It's more deadly. So the bigger boom theory. Put all the money on the biggest, baddest rounds. As me, it's all situational. Sure, the real advances come. The Panther assault cannon won't do any favors if you're lighting a basement hallway. Same token, a room sweeper might come your average. Gangers up close and personal. A big limitation. So life taught me that. I was dealing with runners like yourself. It afforded me the epiphany. It's pretty different. On that note, I didn't do some custom mods for some specialty grenades. Right now I just have a street sweeper. Oh, this is nice. 18 damage. It had 8 ammo capacity instead of 2, so I won't have to reload after every 2 shots. Then we'll get on this shit like water on rice. Yes sir, yes sir, let's go. Can I sell my old shotgun? I'll keep the baseball bat just for the hell of it. But you, sir, can have my crummy street sweeper. Gotta go to bed? Okay, man, have a good night. Thanks for watching. It sells like new clothes. Hey. Yeah, I'm almost done. That's the guy I used to work with at Maple Leaf Homes. His name's John. Yeah. Okay. Well, it'll be a minute. Nothing. New cyber available yet? Better spirits than last time you saw her. She also clearly had shower and change of clothes, and even some sleep. Was it sharp? Turned from her work to get you. Max Sidewinder. One piece, I see. What a pity for me, but I'll still take your many, perhaps a full physical in order. Medical consultation, that's right. I've determined the odds of survival based on your professional proclivities. A lollipop. Would be. Okay, folks, how about we save the funeral for next time? It's been quite a fun episode. Remember to like, comment, follow, you know the drill. Yeah. Chat me up on Reddit, Facebook, sometime. We'll have a blast. Anyway, I'll see you later, and bye-bye for now.